Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, the first of the WrestleCon shows, AAA Invades Wrestlecon. So this was the third show of the weekend. I just got done with it on Fight TV. I know Joey Janela's Spring Breaker is currently on. And then the WrestleCon Memorial Show is coming up at 9. Matter of fact, it started like 6 minutes ago. So once I'm done with this, I'll be watching Joey Janela's Spring Break and the Memorial Show. What is the name of that sucker? WrestleCon Mark Hitchcock Memorial Super Show. The Briscoes won the Game Changer titles on Joey Janela's Spring Break. They will go against the Rottweilers on that show. So yeah, lots of shows coming up. I'm trying to do reviews as soon as I watch them. Yeah, it's going to be a little hairy tomorrow on Saturday, but I'll definitely try to review every single show as quick as I can afterwards. So we're going to run down the AAA Invades WrestleCon. Alright, the first match was a intergender tag match. We had the Philippe brothers, also known as the Natural Clash. Stevie and Tomei Philippe versus Ryan Kidd and Christy James. The Philippe brothers, just a young tag team, Lucha Libre wrestlers. They get the victory. I give it 2 3/4. Wasn't a lot going on there, just a typical match, like a little pre-show match. The first match on the regular card, we had a 6-person intergender match. We had La Hiedra, Mini, Abismo, Negro, and Ray Escorpion versus Microman, Nino, Hamburguesa, and then Taya Valkyrie. The team of Talabal, it was a lumberjack match. And in AAA, when you do a lumberjack match, the lumberjacks on the outside of the ring all have straps. So you definitely don't want to get outside. Tala Valkyrie, Microman, and Nino Hamburguesa end up getting the victory. I give it 3 1/4. I apologize for the names because I'm horrible. But hey, it is what it is, right? Alright. The Abismo, Negro Jr., Arez, and then the Faby Apache versus Aramis. Mr. Iguana and Octagon Jr. was the next match, another intergender tag match. This match was won by Aramis, Mr. Iguana, and Octagon Jr. Wow, I'm horrible tonight. I give it 3 1/2. Alright, and then we had a NWA World Tag Titles. So yeah, the famous NWA Tag Titles were on the line. The NWA Tag Champions, Batista 666 and Mecha Wolf versus Aerostar and Drago. This was a great match. Again, these Lucha Libre matches, I know I'm a huge fan of Lucha Libre style, so there are times where I almost want to overrate them because of the high fly-in and then the spot fest. But I have to kind of rework my star ratings when it comes to that because I don't want to go, oh my god, that match was so great. Because well, yeah, but it's expected in a Lucha Libre company. But Mecha Wolf and Bestia 666, they are just a hard-hitting. They can fly when they do the Lucha Libre when they need to. Aerostar and Drago had a couple big spots on the outside, did a couple big dives. But the NWA Tag Champions retained. Mecha Wolf and Bestia 666 did retain here. I give it 3 1/2. Next up, we had a 6-man tag with no disqualification. We had the team of Gringo, Loco, Puma King, and Sam Adonis. Remember those names? They will come back later. Versus Drago Kid, Jack Cartwright, and Pagano. Jack Cartwright and Sam Adonis had a cartwheel, or Jack Cartwheel, excuse me, is his name. He used to be Jack Cartwright, Jack Cartwheel. They had a cartwheel competition almost, because Jack Cartwheel just do cartwheels in the middle of the ring for no reason. Sam Adonis did one, which was weird for him, but hey, yeah, he did it. Gringo Loco, he's busy this week. He's got a lot of shows going on. There wasn't a lot of extra stuff in this match that I thought would be because it'd be a no DQ match. But it was a pretty good match. I was actually kind of surprised that Drago Kid, Jack Cartwheel, and Pagano got the victory. I ended up giving it 3.5. Next up, so far, one of the top 3 matches of the day. The AAA World Cruiserweight titles on the line. Cruiserweight title on the line in a triple threat match. We had champion Laredo Kid versus Flamita versus Bandido. The only reason I got this show was for that match. It did not disappoint in my eyes. Flamita and Bandido used to be a tag team, and they used to be trios with Ray Horace. Flamita kind of turned heel. That's about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Laredo Kid, he'll do some stuff in Impact Wrestling, so will Flamita. But they face each other in Warrior Wrestling and AAA and other companies. I'm a big Bandido fan, so I cannot wait for the Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor show with him and Gresham. But yeah, they did just amazing flips like they always do. Flamita did a freaking 450. Bandido had this weird ass move in the corner that I've never seen before. Even the announcers could not figure out what to call it. He had Flamita up, kind of like, he had Flamita on his shoulders, but Flamita was facing the other way. And then Laredo Kid was on top of all that. So it was kind of a hurricanrana into a back body drop kind of deal. And it was just kind of the most craziest move ever. Everybody kicked out, so it wasn't a pinfall move. Laredo Kid hit a top rope dive, ended up getting the 1-2-3 for the pin. I gave it 4. Did I overrate it a little bit? Maybe. But you know what? I thought it was a 4-star match. I enjoyed it. One of the matches I was looking forward to. I would say it's probably the second best match at this point, behind the Bloodsport match of... look at my numbers here. Mox and Bip Music. I think that so far is the best match. And this was probably right there, number 2. And then the main event was Black Taurus and Psycho Clown. This match got hardcore. We had table in the ring. We had Psycho Clown got his strap out. We had some other plunder going on. Psycho Clown ended up spearing Taurus through the table. Psycho Clown ended up getting a pinfall victory there. I give it 3.5. And then we had Gringo Loco, Sam Adonis, Puma King, along with the Jarretts. Jeff Jarrett and Karen Jarrett come out, attack Psycho Clown. Jeff Jarrett said he's the head of a faction and kind of the behind the scenes guy, head of a faction in AAA, that he was attacking Psycho Clown, and in the Lucha Libre community, taking off someone's mask is the biggest disrespect that you can do to someone. He pulled off his mask, covered him with an American flag. The crowd was just booing the hell out of him, setting up for Triple Mania. Triple Mania 30 this year will have 3 shows. So yeah, it's going to be crazy to see what comes out of that. But yeah, great show. Every match except for that starter match was at least 3.25. 4-star match with the AAA titles, AAA Cruiserweight title. One of those shows is like, hey, it was a good show. Really liked it. But yeah, definitely a lot more going on this weekend. So that's going to wrap up the AAA Invades Wrestlecon review. Stay tuned to Robert Sports Show. I will try to review as many shows as I can this weekend. There are dozens and dozens and dozens of shows to watch. So as always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.